Alright, so we just got an interesting piece of insight from the director of the Sonic movie, Jeff Fowler. So this article here says, Sonic the Hedgehog director wants to expand the Sonic universe, so bring on more iconic characters. Sonic the Hedgehog finally brought the furry blue speedster to life, and the result was a success. Because of this, many fans are already clamoring for a sequel that would expand on the classic video game character and his world. This would also include introducing some of his old friends from the Green Hill Zone, even though there were no other characters in the game the Green Hill Zone came from originally, aside from Eggman. But you know what? Let's keep going. While the sequel is yet to be officially announced, it would appear the film's director has some ideas. Sonic the Hedgehog director Jeff Fowler is not only hoping to tell more stories about the titular Hedgehog, but he's also aiming to incorporate more classic characters. And by classic characters, I know this reporter is a pleb, so we're gonna assume that he just means classic as in iconic characters in the series, and not classic as in must be Black Eyes classic. With so many potential layers on the roster, he would love to use them to expand the Sonic franchise. So this is a quote from Jeff Fowler. It says, "There's so many more great characters to bring in and just more stories to tell. Nothing would bring me more happiness than getting another shot with these characters and tell more stories. We'd love to do more with the Sonic cinematic universe." Jeff Fowler was incredibly enthusiastic when speaking to USA Today about the possibility of introducing more familiar faces on the big screen. He went on to explain that he and his team got plenty of questions regarding cameos from the likes of Tails and Knuckles. Luckily, the former ended up making a cameo in the movie, as Fowler knew you couldn't end things without giving fans a tease of the potential future. Now, the reason this is important is because he used the term Sonic Cinematic Universe. And if you don't know why that's important, I mean, under a rock, but moving on. It's important because it references things like the Marvel Cinematic Universe, where you have this interconnected world of different characters that have their own movies and also come together for certain movies. You got this, image here that shows the Marvel movies that have been coming out from the first phase to the second phase to the third phase, and basically what we're seeing from that article is that Jeff Fowler kind of wants to do something like that, where he has a universe of Sonic characters getting their own movies. And if that's his vision, then I'm really looking forward to what he makes next with the Sonic characters, and hopefully it succeeds. I mean, obviously they're going to go for the Sonic movie sequel next time, bring in Tails as expected at that point. I initially thought that they didn't really give a fuck about the characters, they just wanted to use Sonic, and that's why, the whole first movie was about Sonic. But it turns out I may have misjudged, because it says here, and this is from the article that I covered in the previous video with the Jim Carrey and the fat suit, but it says here, fans who watched the movie were chuffed to see an appearance from Sonic's video game bestie Tails at the end. But, asked fan, why did Tails appear at the very end instead of from the beginning? And basically, to cut it short, they actually did have Tails in the whole movie initially, but then basically the way they were going with the story, it didn't quite work out, so they added it to the end. So it's probably not just a budget thing, it's more so other reasons too. Like maybe it just didn't fit, like the whole Sonic being lonely in the initial movie. I guess they wanted to go with that narrative. But once they realized he wasn't going to be in the main movie, they said at least we'll put him in the end and he'll be our Nick Fury, who is a character from the Marvel Cinematic Universe, and he shows up at the end of Iron Man. So the parallels are looking good here. This dude on DeviantArt has gone as far as to make a Sonic Cinematic Universe image showing the different phases and what we could expect and shit, like Sonic the Blue Bird. Obviously this is 2017, before the movie came out or even the title was revealed. But Sonic 2, Shadow 2, Team Dark, Sonic 3, Journey to Soliana, not Soliana, Soliana. And you got Shadow, the ultimate life form, Tikal of the Echidna tribe, Freedom Fighters, Babylon Rogues, Blaze Fire Princess, Silver Hero of Tomorrow, Team Chaotix Detective Agency, Silver 2, The Resistance, Freedom Fighters Metal Overlord, Silver 3, Flames of Disaster, Shadow 3, Mind of Solaris, Freedom Fighters, End of Time. Now, I mean, look, if they wanted to make a cinematic universe of Sonic, they could probably pull it off. I mean, I honestly think they'd have to ditch the live action route to really delve into the Sonic cinematic universe, because I feel like this is something that if they got a company like Pixar or some other company like that on board that could do CGI well, then you combine CGI with getting the right voices, like A-list actors and B-list actors, you would be able to sell anything. Like, if you want to give Knuckles his own movie and you get someone like Pixar to do it, and then get The Rock to voice Knuckles and other well-known stars to voice characters, people will come and watch. A Tikal movie, the casual doesn't know who the fuck Tikal is, but if it's a good animated movie and, you know, Tikal is voiced by, I don't know, fucking Ellen or some shit, people are gonna watch. It's like, it's the movie formula. You can make them watch anything. You make a good Pixar style movie where it appeals to the younger audience and still manages to bring in the older audience and then get the right names playing the role, and they'll come and check. Rock as Knuckles, Ellen as Tikal, you know, who could play Sally? I don't know. Tails as Ariana Grande, like, people will watch. This guy has gone as far as to make a whole cinematic universe pitch for the Sonic cinematic universe. Look at Phase 1, Phase 2, Phase 3, Phase 4, and beyond. This is from 2016, so this is before the movie even came out. Like this is like, he's got let's see, Sonic the Hedgehog. So obviously this is before the original Sonic movie. So this guy's got Freedom Fighters in this bitch, Rota, Nicole, Knothole, Sonic the Hedgehog 2 ups the ante for the stakes. Doomsday Project involves Sally searching for a missing father. The King, Sonic liberating Uncle Chuck. Man, it's Saturday AM though. It's been a while. Shit, I need to watch that again. And he's got Sonic the Hedgehog 3. The Freedom Fighters make plans to retake Robotropolis. Like, they really could do something with this. And I'm not this particular pitch. I'm just saying the idea. Knuckles and the Chaotix, a comical adventure spin-off where Knuckles recruits a group of individuals to help explore and then defend Angel Island when a mysterious pair of thieves try to steal the Master Emerald. Later revealed to be two echidnas, Julie Sue and large purple echidna named Nix. Are these? I don't follow the comics, so like, are these real characters? Oh shit, they are real characters. Julie Sue of the House. Okay, yeah. They gave Robotnik his own movie, Sonic, The First Step. Snively, oh yeah, Snively. He still rules on Robotropolis, but his grip is waning. Then he's got Phase 2, Mobius War, a prequel war, The Wolf Pack, Lupe, Sonic the Wrath of Chaos based on Sonic Adventure, Knuckles and the Lost Tribe, Sonic Enerjack, man, Sonic Rebound, shout out to Sonic Rebound, Phase 3, Sonic Liberation, Sally and Nicole. Oh yeah, the voice actor for Nicole is actually dead now, rest in peace. Shadow gets his own joint based off SA2 as well. Dulcie the Dragon, is that can't be real. Apparently that's real. I mean, yeah, this is kind of why I don't follow the comics. It's just, it gets too deep into the lore for me. Personally, I just want to play some games, some platformers, you know. Not to say that I wouldn't watch a movie, but like, Dulcie the Dragon, I'll pass on that. But I'll pass on that. Tails, Zero Gravity, Sonic, March of the Iron Dominion. Woof. Chaotix and the Gizoid. Run both the like, Silver. Okay, here we go. Silver gets his own movie 300 years into the future in a post-apocalyptic state. So they're bringing in them 06 plot points. I see you. Sonic Wildfire, Worlds Collide as Sonic and the Freedom Fighters not only prepare for Sally's eventual coronation, but the arrival of two particular, but like Sonic the Dark Paradox, Unleashed, and the Whale. I mean, like, this is the thing. There's so much that can be done with this. We're talking about a multi-decade endeavor. Like, if they were to like really take this seriously, I believe they could pull it off. I mean, theoretically, obviously, I don't think they'll actually pull off all of this, but it would be cool. I was even talking about this on Twitter where I said, imagine in some weird turn of events, the Sonic Cinematic Universe becomes a thing, and every big character gets their own movie spin-off. By 2030, Sega would have abandoned Sonic games and just focused on box office income and merch sales. Like, I was literally like saying that in 2035 I'll be 40 and I'll be going to see the latest Mighty Ray Buddy Cop movie with my son, and he wouldn't even know that Sonic used to be a game franchise because they became so big of movie universes and shit that it was just like, it was like past information. It was such a big movie title. It's like when people found out that Ice Cube was a rapper after they grew up watching Are We There Yet? It's like, Ice Cube from Are We There Yet was in NWA? What? It's like in 2040 when they make the Amy movie where she becomes a high school cheerleader. I remember when Amy used to be in Team Row. Son. Dad, can we get through one SCU movie without you talking about how Heroes was a GOAT? The GOAT, son. The GOAT. But yeah, this shit is really interesting to talk about. I don't really think they're gonna execute it on this level or this scale, but I mean, you never know. Like, before Iron Man came out, Marvel was not as big in the movie space. Like, you had the original Hulk movie, you had obviously the Spider-Man trilogy, which was owned by Sony. They sold the rights for that. But it would be interesting to see them execute something like this, where every character actually gets real representation. Because, I mean, as long as they get the right cast and the movie is good and it appeals to younger and older audiences, people will watch, right? I mean, I don't know what's gonna happen with cinema, because cinema's kind of slowly dying, I guess, because people want to watch things at home. But either way, like, it could be interesting to see what they would do with this if they, you know, finally ditch the live action shit. I don't know if that's gonna happen, so we'll have to see. But let me know what you guys think about this. Would you like to see a Sonic Cinematic Universe? Honestly, if the games ended because of something like this, well, I would be a bit upset, but since they can't seem to make the games I want anyway, I guess what difference does it make, right? Just port the ones that I like and then go into movie territory. I'll be showing up to watch the Chikara movie with the boys. You already know that shit. So, oh god. But yeah, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, hit that bell, subscribe to the Non-Sonic channel, link in the description. But that's all I have to say right now, so Remy out.